From youth sports in Lawson, Missouri, to college football in Maryville, the Eskew brothers find themselves together again. Austin, the 6'4", 248-pound junior defensive end older brother, and Adrian, the 6'1", 220-pound redshirt freshman not-so-little brother. The two are a literal embodiment of Northwest family mantra. Attending Northwest was on Adrian's mind since his brother's arrival 4 years ago, but he didn't necessarily want to follow in his footsteps. Austin tells the story of how he influenced Adrian's decision to play football at Northwest.
So he was trying to play baseball because he was one heck of a baseball player in high school. And so I brought him up and I introduced him to the baseball coach upstairs. And while I was at it, I said, I'll just go ahead and introduce you to the football coaches. And they talked to him a little bit and they said, well, are you coming here next year? And he said, yeah, I want to no matter what. And they said, well, what are you doing here today? And he said, well, I'm talking to the baseball coach. And they said, baseball? You look like a football player. Send us some film. And so we got him to send in some film, and that was the end of that.
Being the new kid anywhere can be tough. Having an older brother to guide you makes it easier. Adrian says having his older brother on the team helped when he first arrived on campus.
It was encouraging. It was very similar to high school. It almost felt like the same thing. Just from him mentoring me through different stuff like the 300-yard shuttle and everything like that, it was very similar to high school.
Coaching brothers isn't new for head coach Rich Wright. From the Dixon twins a few years ago to the Eskew brothers now. He says it's fun seeing the family dynamic on the field.
It's fun to see the families there. You know, everything we talk about as a football program revolves around family, and so it's interesting to see the dynamic. And you know, I don't get to see as much of Adrian right now just because he's on the scout team, but you know, just watching him interact in special teams and things like that, where one has to block the other. It's enjoyable. It just adds to the family dynamic, and it's great.
The two brothers were standout wrestlers in high school, both winning state championships. When asked who would win in a wrestling match,
I'll let him answer that question. I think he knows the right answer.
After some time, Adrian mustered up an answer.
All right, if we wrestled 10 times, you'd probably win like 7 or 6 or 7.
I'd say yeah, that's fair.
While they won't be able to play on the field this year, next year Austin and Adrian could end up playing on the field together. Austin's final year and Adrian's first year of eligibility. Reporting for Bearcat Update, I'm Max Moore.